Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here, and we're off for more of Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D. And in the last episode, we threw down with the King of Akana at Akana Castle. He told us to climb Stone Tower, of which we have done, and we have entered the temple. We got rid of a block that looped around back to the lobby, so we were able to save. And now we're going to continue on with this room. So what we need is Goron Mask. We'll slap that on quick. These are all piled up on top of one another. They look heavy. Well, with my Megaton Punch, we can get rid of these. Take it off. Get rid of the... Actually, can we use this to get rid of the black bows? That'd be fun. There we go. Okay, cool. We have many switches on the walls here that we need to activate. So let's get on with these. That made a chest appear. That's one of many. And yes, we will be getting them all. That was a fake. That's a fake. We're done 3. God damn, is this finicky? There we are. Right, so let's shine light on you. Shine light on you. Shine light on you. There we are. So that's how you get rid of that block. We'll deal with that in a moment, because we need to go the other way as well. So let's shine that on you. That was very awkward. And then shine light on you, and there we are. We don't need to do any more light bouncing for a bit. Quite a finicky room, I will admit. Another stray fairy. Nice. I can't put on... Way! No thanks, my guy. You are actually in the way. Can you not? You already hurt me, so I'm just going to smack you out of the way. Got another stray fairy. Nice. How does that not blow open a wooden crate? And yet that can send Link flying. That doesn't even explode them. I'm just going to take the hit. They do hardly any damage, so their explosions are really just got more knockback than anything. They don't do damage. And this room is most annoying. Right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to drop down as a Goron, so we're in the fire. Pound this. This is all for a stray fairy, by the way. That switch no longer has a ring of fire. What you're going to have to do is make your way through this room quickly, roll out of a ball in order to make the sharp turns. That normally takes me a few attempts to do, but once we hit that switch, we don't have to worry about that for now, as long as we don't void out. Problem is, that in itself can be a bit of a problem, because of all this fire. We need to be able to fly out of this room. Do you want to start climbing, big man? As I mash the B button to try and climb as fast as freaking possible. I need to take this off. Thankfully, we don't have a time limit for this, but this can also be quite annoying. We need to daisy chain these geysers and fly all the way across the room in one fell swoop. Not easy, but there is a chest on the way, so I do want to go get this first. Get this little pyramid of money. And we get yet another stray fairy. If we can nail that, there we go. I want to actually head back to the start so we're orientated in the correct direction. Because it's very awkward to change direction while you're flying. Right, I don't want to land in the lava. That's the last thing I want to do. So we need to daisy chain these geysers. Problem is... oh, no, wait, no. We don't have to worry about the new day transition. Sharp turn. Through this gap. There is normally a bomb chew on there. Oh, God. Okay, I made it. In the N64 version, but I'm guessing they removed it. Either that or he blew himself up earlier and I didn't hear it. Probably the latter. So we've got 5, and I believe that's all we are supposed to have for now, so we'll take that off, because we don't need that right now. I don't think we need anything, actually. I think I'll just leave that on for now. Let's go in here. No. It is the Garo Master. He's probably not happy with what we were doing. That's the Garo Master. You can't fight him like an ordinary Garo. Just dodge those swords. They are on fire, and he don't drop them. He has a better grip. We can't break through his defenses. We need to get past his attacks. And he'll try to trick you out. So you got to fake him out as well. Targeting, not exactly easy to keep an eye on when he teleports. He keeps getting me with that. Wow, I can't even see him. Now the final day, 24 hours remain. That is not good. Wow, his jumps are able to dodge our spin attacks pretty badly. But we got him. To think I could be defeated, though you were my rival. You were spectacular. I shall take my final bow by opening my heart and revealing my wisdom. Oh, he's got a bomb. He wasn't dead. You shoot a witch burns with a sacred golden light into the glowing red emblem outside the temple. The world shall be rearranged so that the earth is born in the heavens and the moon is born on the earth. Do not forget these words. I shall, leaving no corpse. That is the law of the Garo. Different. Maybe because he was alive and not a wandering spirit. You have the light arrows! What he was literally just talking about and potentially guarding, so that tip has worth. Power up your arrows with light magic. The sacred light of justice resides in these arrows. Aim true to slay evil and light the way. And there's a bit of a bonus with these, which I'll get into when it's most convenient. Now, it's actually in the correct spot. Nice. Requires magic power to use. These sacred these sacred arrows blast targets with sacred lights of justice. I could not read for a second there. Ah, this room. Okay. There's a trick that I want to do here, and I forget what it is. Coming down here. I haven't got the benefit on. I should have that on. Right, I want to hit that now. There is a way on doing it, and I've kind of forgotten how you do it, but if we can hit that now, it makes things super easy. Oh, it's a Helmasaur, or it looks like one anyway. I'm still targeting it. It's actually a Hiploop with a mask. Remember when I said that they're basically Helmasaurs without helmets? Yeah, because now they have the helmets, and you take them off just as you would expect to, with the hookshot. Yeah, and unfortunately I'm going to have to do that. Take that off, and then I'm going to snipe, you bastard! He actually dropped health. That is not what I was expecting. Right, so the switch that is right underneath here, if we were to, say, explode, we can hit it now, and therefore we can get this chest now. What you're supposed to do is hit this a lot easier later on, but then you would have to come back here to open the chest. Because remember what the Garo said, what is above will become below. These arrows hitting a particular target would probably have that effect. So that just saves us a little bit of time, because to be honest, that is the most awkward one to get. Especially to backtrack for. I'm going to ignore the blue rupees for now, because we're running out of time. We have less than a day to do this entire dungeon now. Oh, hello there. It's an Igor. Simply attacking it is no good. You should pay attention to the subtle changes in its eye. Or just snipe it 4 times with light arrows. 1 to stun, 1 to hit. Do it 4 times, gone. Not as easy. Also not as annoying as those in Link to the Past. But you take them out pretty much just the same. The only requirement is that you need magic. That makes a chest appear. So we will take that. And we have light arrows now, so we can actually get rid of some of these blocks blocking the way. But considering that we still have other stuff that we need to flip the temple back round for, no point doing it now. Actually, no. Hang on. There might actually be a reason. I could potentially do this now and save myself some time. Might do that, actually. Well, there's a chest on the opposite side, and there's also the panel for the boss. If we've already beaten it. Oh, look at that! Grabbed it mid-jump. Awesome sauce. Yes, because there was a light switch in here, but it was under the water, and if we were to actually hit that while we did the flipping, we would have to flip it again in order to get a chest, because since we've been doing that quite often right now, seems to be the case. Oh no, I can't do it in this version. I can't freeze water anywhere unless it's sparkling. I saw this trick in the N64 version, but I can't do it here. That is dumb. Oh, I will have to flip it around and go do that, but I'll probably show how you do that in the N64 version, but not actually get it. Okay, so in this room, in the N64 version, you can see that sun is still not shot. In the N64 version, we can shoot that now if we do some trickery with the ice arrows, because we can freeze any body of water, and not sparkly ones unless we're in Georg's battle. So I'm just going to shoot one about there, roughly. Well, I didn't intend for Link to do a dive. I don't think that can be avoided in this room, actually, now I think about it. It would be nice if you could climb on the iceberg I just made. Thank you. Right, to the edge. Swap, because we can't have two types of elemental arrows on C-buttons at any one time. And if I can see what I'm shooting, and snipe that thing! I forget, it's right above where we're aiming. I did not nail the shot. That shot could have counted when I was actually landing. That would have been absolutely amazing. No, I was still shooting just above it. There we go. And that means, without needing to go all the way around, we can get that chest as Azora earlier, instead of needing to not go and do the thing that we got to do with the gem outside. Obviously, I'm not going to show you what it is now, because we will get it later in the 3DS version. Leaving the room, and I forgot that this is actually the way I want to go into the room that I want to be in, because we can just go underneath here and make it a lot easier than playing the Energy of Emptiness again, because I'm an idiot. Could you swim, please? Thank you. Because we can get rid of that block now that is blocking this particular... Hang on. Oh, I can never make this. So annoying, this. Why can I not get out of this part of the water? Seriously, you have to breach in order to get to this side. And for some reason I have the most... I either hit the edge right when I'm in the middle of my leap, or I completely undershoot. And I don't know why. Oh, come on! There we go. My lord, that was annoying. I don't know if I'll cut that out or not. Probably have, for the sake of time. So now we can get rid of that. We can go around this guy, open this up, and we get yet another stray fairy. And I'm going to save myself the time. Excuse me, I'm trying to use my... That was incredibly rude. I was trying to... I can't use items when the text box is up, which is so annoying. Because I was trying to pick out my ocarina so I could Song of Soaring back to the beginning, because... As soon as I walk out the temple, the blocks are going to be back where they're supposed to be, so you would want to use the Song of Soaring anyway to get to the opposite side of the temple again. So in the original, at the entrance to the Stone Tower Temple, we once again have buttons outside. Every time that there is a set of blocks that you can move around, you'll see another set of switches on the side that you would have to make your way across in the first place. This is to allow you to obviously get backwards, but if you notice at the top of the temple here, the symbol isn't here. That's because it's actually behind the middle block here, and I forget which switch it is, so just give me a moment. Never mind, found it. We've then got to play the Elegy of Emptiness, no joke, without even needing to get the block. We need to play the Elegy of Emptiness on this particular switch to lock this block into place, out of the way, so that we can snipe it. And if you use the Song of Soaring to get back to the owl statue, you still need to move this particular block out of the way in order to snipe it. But that is what it takes in order to do this. What a stupid place to put it, and I'm glad they fixed that in the remake. In the 3DS version, it's already available for us to snipe. So, why don't we not just do that? Because it's actually too far away for us to... Oh no! Okay, I was just being a little bit inaccurate there. Oh, I landed on that platform, thank God. The whole world's been flipped upside down, or in which case, our gravity, or the gravity of the area, has been completely misplaced. Also, there is a plant spot here, so why don't we just deal with that very quickly. Every time we must praise the bean, because we can't just plant it immediately, can we? Then... we must bring the rains down in Termina. That's a bit weird. The music of the area was still playing. Let me swap my item around, back to the light arrows. And I think I might actually need the Deku Mask, so I'll do that. Wait, it didn't even grow the bloody bean! Excuse me? There we go! Why are they not... Why do I have to do some things twice in order to actually make them work? This is quite unknown, because look, there was an extra little level to this area with 3 chests. ₹100. Fairy, in case you need stocking up, if you brought a beam with you. Bomb shoes, in case we need them once again. I don't think you would, but 10 instead of 1, that's different. And a magic bean. Now, if you gave the 5, in the N64 version at least, to the Gibdos, and you had the spare one that I told you to buy, you wouldn't have any more. And now we just gained one. It needs water to grow. That's because there's that another spot that we can plant them. Right, let's leave it for a second. And now we'll play the song. It's weird how the area's music do plays when we play the Song of Storms here. Okay, I obviously did it way too quick. So, I was punished for my speed, I guess. Really, all it does is bring us back down safely, which is kind of a weird thing, but it is actually right above, so you wouldn't be able to, you know, make it back properly. Also, where did these 5 blocks come from? Who knows? But yeah, where we were just standing, where we went up for those 3 chests, that was underneath where we were or above, shall I say. Maybe underneath, I don't know. Where we were for the owl statue. It's confusing. Sorry for the ums. I was trying to explain it. But yeah, the whole temple is now upside down. So we need to hurry. Like, it's not upside down properly, because if you look at the map, it's still the same left and right, but the up and down are different. So, we're on the ceiling, but it also mirrored. So left is still left, right is still right, and this block is back. Get out my face. Because as you noticed, I went into the right door, and I'm going into the same room, but I'm now on the ceiling. So it flips, but then it also mirrors, and that's kind of strange. Also, all the water is gone, but now the wind is blowing upwards. Yeah, did say that this would really do your head in. Right, this takes us up all the way. We can't do much there, so we'll go over here. Where wood will live, but we can't stand on it. So we'll take this off. Press this switch. Get rid of the fire. But we do need to make a statue. I wanted to do that. I just cut out accidentally transforming. Wanted to snipe that before doing that. And there we go. The chest is upside down, which is why on the N64 version, because you can make ice on the water. Because they removed that for some bizarre reason. You can't do that tech. So it's kind of an annoyance. So what we're going to do is just quickly make our way back to the other side here. So we can fly up. Avoid these bombs with grace. Flying backwards and all that. That was not as graceful as I was expecting, but I still somehow threaded that needle, and we get a stray fairy for our troubles. Let's head to the middle. That actually did take us damage, but that's fine. Hello there. I did not get a chance to even react. Let's remove that, and then snipe you. Get some magic for our troubles there. Nice. Right, so now we're going to head through here, because there was a switch that we couldn't hit before. But now, we're able to. Also, you might notice there's some rupees where that Dexy hand is. That's a difference in the N64 version, because for whatever reason they cocked it up in this version. Look what happens. Grabs me, I get the money, but it tosses me away. In the N64 version, it tosses me the correct way. Back in the alcove. So that's a bit strange. Right, so we'll fly back up to this point, cycle around. He's back again, but the chest is still there, so I can go grab that. Right, and yet, there's another key, which is the key that we need in order to progress, because where we need to go is up. There is a pathway in that little caged-off area just below us. We need to go through here, so we'll thread the needle again. Accidentally hit that with the tip of my head. It's fine, don't worry about it. Alright, so this room. This looks fun, but we have the jewel in the middle of the temple. Here's the thing with this, and thankfully I have infinite magic, so I can just whack it. This only affects the room that we're in, and it is a true rotation. Well, if I walk back through this door, the temple is still inversed, I should say that, not a flip over. But this room also resets. So, what we're going to do is do this, flip it round, and I'm not actually that bothered on taking the hit from lava, because it's only a quarter. you intended to be Goran to get across unscathed, but literally a quarter of a heart with double damage, half a heart maybe without the double defense, excuse me, not double damage, and there we are, this room is done. There's literally nothing else in here, it's just to teach you that mechanic, so then you can use it for this room, which is a lot more annoying. Right, so jump down here. We need to open the door as well as get up to it. There's a block here. You're going to have to pull this. Are you serious? Would you both pee off for a moment, please? Thank you. We need to push this as far as it can go into a certain direction, so then we can flip the room. Or rotate it, shall I say. So then you both fall with it. Now, don't fall next to the block. That's just asking for a suicide mode. Now we need to push it basically all the way to where that hole was. I'm going to push it here. Push it here. Can't go any further forward. Thankfully, it is patterned on the floor with a grid, so you don't have to worry about that too much. It's also a miracle that we can actually survive these drops when it rotates. Let's push this all the way over here. As you can see, we're kind of going through this dungeon pretty fast, but I still want to make sure I have enough time for the boss, and you'll see why. Could you stop? Wow, man, I pressed B to pull out my sword before you did that. And he's in the space that we need this block to be in. That's what we consider rude. Why did I go out of my way for that magic? You got in the way of my shot, you bastard! Wow, these guys are doing nothing but sabotaging me, and they're normally here just so you have a steady supply of arrows and magic. Just so you can complete the puzzle, because it's not like, you know, something serious. Yeah, the switch is there, just making sure I was getting myself discombobulated there. Because of the chew jellies getting in the way. Right, we can't push it anymore yet again, so we shoot the gem yet again. And we can push this into the switch. And there we go. So the door is now open, but how do we get up? How about we use the very block... Die, you big snotty drip. Hey, there we are. There's a footstool. Take that, you bastard. Oh, you again? Why? You know, you've been demoted from a mini-boss at this point, because the music ain't even playing for you. Get smited. Out of my face. Although, we do have lava raining from above. That's probably going to be more lethal than this whiz road. There's only so many times that you can use... Wow, really? He only took 2 shots. Light arrows really do smite him. But he's still going with his shadow clones. You spawned right in front of me. You have a death sentence. And gone! Off my screen. You've had your day. Oh wow, I hookshot that right when that happened. That chest is what we actually need to hookshot in order to continue. But I'm just here now. That works. That was a bit of a restock unit, not a problem there. But what we do need is this. So we open that, which has a stray fairy for us. And looks like we've got everything in this room. So let's go onwards. 12 already, I haven't had to use the fairy mask. Because of how confusing this dungeon is, you are going to remember where they all are. You can come to me if you want, mate. I can smite you. There was another one. I think he went up there. Which is where we need to go, actually. Because if you look on the map right now, we're in the room that we had to play the Energy of Emptiness to get through. Don't go to the left, that's a trap. Because that was actually the room that we came from. Right, so let's fly up here. I'm going to transform back, actually, because we have a new enemy. These things are scary. Death Armos, a temple guard. Look at that red mark on its chest. I know you've seen something like that before. Yep, it's the jewel. If they fall, massive shockwave. What you want to do is flip them, bait them, and then they kill themselves. A spectacular explosion. I use that word a lot, but it's true. If you're really clever, you can flip them before they pound the ground. While they're pounding the ground, and then they just go boom. Oh, okay. There's tons of them here. Really? How do I keep missing? Yep. There we are. All dealt with. Ah, that's a problem. Good thing that we only need the one statue. Would have been nice if the block stayed in its spot so that we could have just flipped and it would have been here, but unfortunately we left the dungeon in order to do that, so everything resets. Well, all the puzzles do at least. But we need to do that because it was a small key. So I guess I don't need that picture in me pictograph anymore. Yeah, that was pretty funny. Hello there. That's where you were hiding. Get smited. Can we make that jump? You know we can. Stylish points for bonus. We don't need to go that way for now. We'll leave that for later. Actually, no. You know what? I'm going to do this now because I can do a little cheeky strat. We're going to save ourselves a little bit of time here. Do that. So he pounds. Block the explosion. Step on the switch. And that makes yet another upside down chest appear. So we will have to flip the dungeon again in order to grab that. But notice where it is. That'll be useful for later on. But we don't need to worry about that for now. So we'll hop back over here. And we'll leave. Because that's now there. And therefore once I do actually reach the end here. I can just Song of Soaring instead of heading this way back quite awkwardly. In order to make my way over here. Can I not do this? Yeah, you know what? Take that off. I'll just do this. Blow them up. And then I can fly my way over there with only one mine in the way. Because I'm not going to thread that needle. If I touch their needles, it's going to be pain. So if you recognise where we are right now, this was the bridge to the, with the, what was it? The Igor. That's what it was. We're just making our way across here. Actually, this is also the room where we had that water, you know. Because that's where the Beamos were. Right, take that off. Make our way through here. Dodge these guys, even though it's not much of a problem. Get some stuff if we need it. I killed the bubble without even trying to. And we've been dealing with the dead. Being cursed to exist even if we defeat them and smite them. They just keep coming back. Well, Death is not happy about that, and he thinks that we need to be smited. Because we're the ones who flipped the temple over. Death in the Zelda universe is apparently called Gomez. Your attacks won't do a thing until you defeat all those bats surrounding it. Probably giving it physical form. Its face is goofy, but this thing is intimidating and looks even more intimidating in the N64 original. We can keep spinning around, taking all the bats out, but it ain't going to work. Just shine some light on the situation, and then go in for a smack. Spin attack for safety, and then block his scythe. We need to keep hitting his core. Block the scythe. Shoot him again. Smack him. Block. Rinse and repeat until he's down. Very fun boss, very chaotic and fast-paced, but pretty predictable. So satisfying. The Shinigami don't compare to old Binkus, as which would be what Quinn said, because I've been getting into watching him quite a lot, because he's been marathoning nothing but Zelda games recently, and it's amazing. But there we are, we have the boss key, so now where we were going to go is now an option for us. However, I'm not walking all the way. Oh, great camera angle. Wow. Thank you, game. Because what you would want to do now is go back to where we just came from, deal with that that death almost, hit the switch, then hookshot that chest. But because we did that earlier, we can just Song of Soaring our way back to the entrance of the dungeon and hookshot it from here. However, you want to also go through that door and hit that crystal switch beyond to make that chest that we already got appear. But we don't need to do that because we already did that with the bomb mask by standing next to it through the grates. So what we want to do is come back out here and hit this. Now, as I said at the very start of this episode, oh yeah, this is another annoying thing. We landed on the other side. Why am I over here? That's kind of an annoyance. And you would have to move one of these blocks in order to, you know, be able to shoot the jewel in the N64 version in the first place. So it still required at least one Elegy of Emptiness to make it appear. Well, guess what? You only need one Elegy of Emptiness to even get across here to begin with, but you have to use the same one twice. Notice I'm stepping on this switch. Not the switch to hit the jewel, but the switch to get into the temple. We will play the Elegy of Emptiness on the switch. That brings the first block all the way to the start, which is the one you need to put place first. But then we just jump on it, and then play the exact same Elegy of Emptiness in the same form again. And that will move the statue off the switch, and guess where the block goes? All the way back to the entrance of the temple, so you don't need to build the bridge. Completely cheesed, saves you a ton of time. I only did it the first time properly just to show you how it worked. So now we can jump down here, and if you notice, there is a... Oh, I did go in first person. There is a door there. So we want to be dealing with that. Did a dragonfly just fly into the bomb tube, killing itself? It's actually impressive. Thank you for doing the job for me. Also, I will take the other one out, if it gets him away. He's nowhere near me. Okay. Won't deal with that for now, though. Ouch! Get through the door, please. Stop bonking your noggin. We want to head back in here, because, I need the... Oh, wait. Oh, shit! I didn't grab that one. Whoopsie doodle. That's a bad thing on my part. But I still need to be in this room, because I just looked on my map. That threw me off. I can come back and grab that in a minute, that's fine. Because we've got to swap the... I said flop instead of swap. We need to swap it back over anyway, because we need to land on this one. Right, so now we can actually return the temple to its original orientation. You know what, I'm just going to land and play the Song of Song again, because I'm getting mauled. Flip the temple back round, because that's all we need to do. Alright, so I completely forgot about this one, because it's a really annoying one. Because you can't climb up the slope, you have to kind of like do it this way. And it's so annoying that you have to actually let yourself descend like this, because I couldn't make it. The problem is, it's coming to the night of the final day, and that's kind of half scaring me. Stop kicking. I don't want you kicking. No, I locked the camera, that's not good. Right, get me in that gap, please. There we are, perfect. That's really annoying, and that's why I forgot, because that's our last one. So let me... actually, no, I can get out of the room this way. This will be fine. There we go. No, why did you turn? Why did you turn? I was holding forward. I was holding forward, and you turned. Why did you turn? There was no need to do that, Link. What the hell? This is the way we want to go. What are you doing? That was incredibly annoying. I actually wasted quite a lot of time doing that. But we've done a lot today. We inversed the temple with the light arrows, we fought death itself, and with all the stray fairies, the final night's upon us. All that's left is facing the boss in this cursed tower. See you guys then.